going to leave out this morning. We were going to take off early this morning. We decided not to. It was super, super foggy. Couldn't even hardly see off my front porch. Could have came out and hunted then, but somebody wanted to be lazy and stay in bed. So what we decided to do was come out midday. We crossed this little pasture back here behind us. It wraps around back here, goes back up around that way. We crossed this little pasture, and we'll cross back into this heavy timber back here behind us. It goes for, gosh, way back in there. So we'll head back in there. We're gonna move a blind and hopefully stalk back through there. The ground's kind of not really as crunchy as what you'd expect. I mean, it's got some noise to it, but not bad. We're gonna stalk back through there and see if we can find some of these bucks back here. Either there's a staging area back here that they head out, kind of stay in midday. Got some footage of them on trail cams. Being back there midday, sometimes there's some bedding and stuff back there. So Jude's got the crossbow today. We'll stalk back through there and see if we can get on a buck after we move this blind and everything. So it's warm, about 45 degrees. It's not bad. It feels nice. Yeah, it does. It's a good temperature. It's warm.
Warmer than it is though. Because I feel like 40 degrees is normally feels cold to me.
Yeah. No, it's a good temperature outside. Hopefully we don't get too sweated up moving this blind and walking through this creek and stuff. So we'll head back out there and see if we can get on a buck. So we crossed over, came right back in, up this little trail that winds, come up here. This is on top of like a ridge. Right now, you can just barely see it. Right there is where we got the blind set up in a deadfall. It runs this ridge system. You see there's scrape and a rub right there. There's also one right back here behind Jude. All pretty fresh sign. And so, but the issue we were having was where the blind is. We could take and get, we could view the deer, but they're too far across the creek. That was a squirrel. Oh. Thought it was a deer walking. I hate squirrels. But so we're gonna cross the creek and split the difference. They were sitting at like 130 yards through the timber, which made for a pretty hard shot. So we'll move back over for next weekend, which is firearm season in Illinois. And so we're gonna end up moving this blind today and then hopefully stalking back. So we'll get to moving this blind. We were right here. We sat here for that weekend. We've seen a lot of bucks come through here. There's a trail that runs from this fallen tree all the way along. There's a rub right over here, and I come down through here. The problem we are having is if you see this broken tree right here, on the other side of that at 130 yards, there's a hill that they were going up, and there's a staging and bedding area over there. And so they were walking that instead. So what we're going to do is about split the difference between there and here. With the blind, there's some dead trees over there, dead fallen stuff that we're going to brush this blind in with. And so we're going to put that up, and then we're going to go ahead and see if we can kill a buck today.
Do what? Yeah, you got it.
Don't move, don't move. There goes that buck right there. Yeah. It's all right. I don't know if you'll be able to see it in the video, but we literally just bumped that buck. But the good thing is the wind is blowing directly in our face, and he kind of ran up on top of that hill and stopped. I'm letting him kind of wander off. We're going to push over and put this blind up, and then brush it in, and then we're going to come back west of where we seen him, and that wind will be back in our face. So hopefully, we've seen him a bunch out here, so we'll hopefully they'll get to move back through. So that's what's going on. Alright, so we got the blind set up. Like I said, just directly over here. We bumped that buck. He walked up on top of the hill, didn't really know what was going on. He just kind of stopped and looked around and kind of walked off, so we didn't really scare him that bad. But we got the blind set up, and so you got a shot to the south and a shot over to the east. Straight north of us is not the greatest, but it kind of brushes in this door. You can kind of, I don't know if you can see it or not actually, kind of see it right out that door. Kind of gets kind of burly, but
This will be our gun blind.
nonetheless it'll be for rifle. And so we're gonna grab the crossbow and head out, see if we can find out where this deer went, get up in a tree, and we can see if we can either get him from the tree or maybe even sit on the ground over here. And there's a couple spots that we can go from. So Jude's gonna carry the bow, see if we can get him a big buck today. So what we got, there's a major game trail that comes out of this creek directly up through here, right there. See that deer sign right there. We got a major trail coming through there. And then if you can see it, right here is a massive horizontal rub that we've seen them working on. And they come out through here, and if you can't really see, but through these woods on the back side to the southwest, there is a steel pea field, and they head back there to bed. And so we're going to set up right over here. The wind is in our face, and hopefully get on one of these bucks that come through here. So should be a good setup. Should be about that time of day. They'll start moving in here a little bit, and hopefully have them come through. We finally got our setup. We're kind of, I don't know if you can kind of see, we're up against this deadfall, and we're in this whole thing dips. It's in a valley right here, kind of a ditch or runoff. And so we got a pretty good setup. The wind is in our face, and we seen them walk south earlier. And so the way we got it set up, we can catch them coming back, and hopefully by doing that we'll be able to at least get a read on what these bucks are doing. We have an idea, but we think they're going to come right back through here. Jude's all set up, ready to go, and so we're going to sit and wait. Well, guys, that is it. We're going to call it wraps. We got a parade to go to tonight, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But no, we're going to go hang out with friends, see the parade, and now every little movement we hear, we think it's a deer, but we're going to head out of the woods, check some trail cameras, pull their cards, see what we got moving around. This week we'll maybe hunt tomorrow evening. We'll have to see how that goes depending on weather. And then we're going to get set up and get ready to go for the second half of firearm season, which is coming up next weekend, which will be next Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then here in Clay County, we also got a late firearm season too. So that's what we're getting all prepped and ready for. We will we'll finish it up. We're going to wrap this up, get out of Dodge, but Jude over here went nuts on me for a second, forgot we were on camera or something like another move, so we will head out, and hopefully we will see you guys soon.